Like, I want to know if there's anything similar that you kind of realized as you were growing up that you had misconceptions about. Could be about society, could be about money.
Man, I thought growing up that my parents knew everything and that they were right about everything. And I think that really skews your perspective when you operate your life off of someone else's perspective, because you think that is the way that it actually is until you get out there and you're like, you feel me? Like, that's one way to approach it, but that's not the finite way. And I think that kind of like guided me through life. I lived a lot of my life through the perspective of someone else's experience.
Okay, and when did you start to realize that? Like, when did that flip happen in your head?
Like, recently.
Whoa, shit.
This is all
really?
This is all like the past couple years. Like, you feel me? Like, really figuring out.
Okay. And what do you think that has a lot to contribute to? Like, is it just you're getting older and wiser? Is it, your daughter is getting older and you're starting to see things differently in the world? Is it the music stuff, everything around you? Like, what had to open your eyes to that?
Right, a culmination of all of that. Just life. Just life. And I feel like with what I'm doing, it's kind of, man, you experience a bunch of different type of people and a bunch of different type of connections. So like all of that contributes. I feel like when you don't do stuff like this and you just work like a typical 9 to 5, you kind of live in a bubble. And
a rat race.
You feel me? Everything is kind of the same and similar. So when you finally get to break that bubble, when you meet people who kind of live different and experience and have different perspectives, it just opens you up a bit.
Facts. That's like when I went to Colorado.
Right.
It's just a similar situation.
Right.
So I think that's kind of when I think my misconceptions changed. That's when I started learning about taxes, how to depreciate your thing. Like we talked about before this, the car industry in Turo. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, you got to pay taxes at the end of the year. No, I get a big fat check at the end of the year because my CPA knows how to write the depreciation off.
Right.
And so I'm getting thousands back, plus I'm getting thousands a month for renting the car.
As you should.
Yeah, and so it's just misconceptions, right? And you have to teach that to the younger generation. And I think you've been doing a good job of, teaching ownership, teaching business, teaching keeping all your splits, right? Before we had this shit, you hit me up. Like, what's the split? You feel me? That's good. You're the first person who's done that.
Facts.
And that's crazy. I'm on episode 73.
Right.
That's crazy.
You robbed 73 people.
I did, bro. No, good. White collar, know what I'm saying?
Colorado taught them well.
Yeah. Thanks. No, but yeah, that's good. And I to piggyback off of that,